Have you ever gotten to check a text on your phone and then suddenly realize you wasted 30 minutes checking TikTok, Instagram, and whatever popular app of the day, and you forgot what you took your phone out for? Or maybe you're wasting a lot of time trying to find that one really specific app that you never seem to be able to find. I used to struggle with that all the time until I decided I wanted to take my life back, take my time back, and reorganize my iPhone. In this video, I'm going to show you what's on my iPhone, how I organized and customized it, and helpful apps and widgets that help me control my life, take it back from my phone instead of the other way around. So first things first, you have to declutter your phone. You probably have a lot of apps that you no longer use that are just taking up space on your phone. You can move them to your app library instead of completely deleting it. So for example, I don't use my Lyft app all the time, so to move it to my app library, go into jiggle mode by tapping and holding, and then press the minus button, and then select remove from home screen. That brings the app to the app library. If you ever needed it again, you just swipe all the way to the right, and then you can find all your apps located in the app library. And then the next thing I highly recommend you do if you want to get back a lot of your time and stop wasting it on your phone is to turn off practically all notifications. I actually learned this from the book Atomic Habits. If you find yourself lacking in time, a lot of the times you're probably giving a lot of it away to subscriptions, emails, things that are taking away time without you even knowing about it. So what you do is go to settings and then go to notifications, and then you can turn off or adjust all notifications for all of your apps. Once I finished decluttering, I chose a color scheme and started designing my homepage according to the larger widgets that I wanted to have. Starting with the screen when I swipe right. This is the screen I use mostly just for search. Here I have 4 main widgets. I have my Google Maps, Audible, Notes, and my reminders with my to-do list. These are just some of the default widgets that come with the iPhone. All you have to do is tap and hold to enter jiggle mode. You hit the plus icon, and here you can search for widgets, and a lot of popular widgets are populated. You can choose whichever ones you like. I'll get into how I create custom widgets later on in this video, but first I'll go through what my thought process was in choosing these widgets. I access Google Maps a lot, and I want to quickly be able to search for a location quickly. I also want to access my audiobooks quickly in the morning when I want to exercise. I find that I need the Notes app at the ready constantly when I come up with new video ideas or just have inspiration. You don't want to have to wait around until you can have time to type it in or write it down. That's what I used to do, and that's how I lost a lot of really good YouTube ideas. And then the to-do list is there just as a handy way to access my reminders and make lists of my to-do list for the day. And now for my home pages. I've organized them according to 3 things: everyday use, apps for work, and services. I don't really use my phone for anything fun because I don't like wasting time on it anymore. At least I used to do it a lot when I was younger, but ain't nobody got time for that anymore. So at the top of my page for everyday use, I have a calendar widget. I like to be able to see the date and how many days I have left in the month first thing in the morning. I have a clock widget, the camera app, because I'm constantly using my camera to film. It's really important for me to be able to access it really quickly in a number of different ways, whatever is most convenient. Audible, again, because I like to listen to audiobooks constantly, so I like to have it at the ready in multiple different places. Photos, because I'm constantly posting on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and I'm accessing that all the time. Voice memos, because again, I like taking notes. It's really great for when I don't even have my hands free. Underneath that is the motivation widget. It is an app that shows you self-improvement quotes and motivational, inspirational quotes throughout the day. It changes all the time. I thought I wouldn't like stuff like this because I think it's a little bit cheesy and woo-woo whatever, but it's actually kind of nice because it's not so much just motivational and inspirational. It's also really encouraging. I've set it up to remind me not to take life and work too seriously all the time, and it's really lightened up my day when most of the time I'm just stressed out and anxious. Then I have TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube because I'm constantly posting on there. And then in the dock, I have my phone, messages, DuckDuckGo, and Gmail. To create and customize some of these widgets, I use the app Widgetsmith. This is a really popular app to create aesthetic, nice-looking widgets that are also really useful. So when you open up the app, you have the ability to create small widget, medium widget, and large widgets. To create the calendar app, that's a medium widget, so hit Add Medium Widget, scroll down to the date section, and then I like the month and date setup. So tap on that, and then in aesthetic and theme, you can pick an aesthetic or theme, or you can customize your theme. So you can choose your font. I like New York because I think it looks classy and nice. The tint color is basically the font color, so you can make it whatever color you want. I had it green. And then for the background color, you can choose white, cream. They have a lot of really pretty colors, or you can hit custom and choose whatever color that you like. You can add a border or have none, depends on your preference. I don't really like the borders. And for artwork, you can add special artwork if you like. A lot of them are locked unless you pay for the subscription. Once you've created the widget that you like, save, apply to this widget only, go back, and then remember to hit save. So now you've created a new widget, and now press and hold again, add a new widget, and then you can search for widgets by searching up Widgetsmith. And from here you can choose if you want to add a small, medium, or large widget. Since we just created a medium widget, so hit medium widget and hit add widget, and it should add the widget. If it's not the right one that popped up, you just tap on it and select the widget that you want. So you can do that with a lot of different things like the calendar, the clock, and stuff like that. The motivation widget is its own widget that it comes from the motivation app. For the next page, this is my apps I use for work specifically. So at the top I have a to-do list widget. You go to Widgetsmith and you hit add medium widget. You scroll all the way down to reminders and hit reminders, and then you can customize it however you like. Granted, you already have to have a list in your reminders app that has a to-do list. Underneath it I have the weather widget. I like it because I like to know how to dress when I go outside. Next to it I have all my drone and gimbal apps, and next to that I have my business apps, things like Shopify, later MailChimp to manage my newsletter, my online store, and my Instagram accounts. For Clips and CapCut, I used to have a lot of photo editing apps like Snapseed and VSCO, but I don't post a lot of photos anymore because it's not really worth it to post photos on Instagram, ironically. It's all about Reels if you want to grow, make money, yada yada yada. So I found that Clips is a really basic editing app that lets you stitch together a lot of different clips in your phone and then just post it on TikTok. With CapCut, it's a lot more involved. It's one of the best editing apps I've ever come across on your phone, and it's completely free. It is amazing. You should all try it. It's made by the same people that made TikTok, and for a lot of grief that people give TikTok, that app is actually really good in terms of filters and a lot of other things, and they've made this amazing little app. It does some crazy things that even Final Cut and Premiere can't really do yet, at least not very easily. Underneath it I have Pinterest for when I need to research really quick ideas for visual stuff, maybe thumbnails, stuff like that. And then Apple Frames. This is a shortcut that I downloaded. I'll have it linked down below. It's so useful for my YouTube videos because it can automatically put any screenshot that I took on my phone and put it inside an iPhone frame. It makes iPhone screenshots a lot more interesting to look at when you incorporate it into YouTube videos. Underneath it, I have the Spotify widget. It's currently set to show the last artist I've been listening to. Currently, it was Men I Trust. And then I have tools. This is basically just my Hue automation app, which allows me to set up my filming set very quickly and easily and customize it however I like. The next to it is settings. My next page is my services page. It includes Yelp because I'm constantly looking for good places to eat and cool shops for new states and cities I'm visiting. Amazon for quick deliveries. eBay because I love thrifting even on the internet. I love a good deal. And then real estate. In my real estate folder, I have Zillow, Airbnb, and Hotpads. Honestly, I'm scrolling on these apps a lot. Kind of like how most people scroll on Instagram and TikTok, I scroll on Zillow, and I waste a lot of time. That is why I have it in a folder where I have to menu dive to limit the amount of time I waste on that app because I have a problem. And then I have my finance folder. Very boring adult stuff, but I'll go through it anyways. Vanguard, Chase, Venmo, PayPal, Barclays, and Ally Mobile. I don't really like to do investing or banking on my phone because I feel like it's not that secure. Maybe I'm missing out, I don't know. Once you have all your apps organized, all your widgets organized, you can go the extra mile and give it custom icons. So in order to do this, you have to go to the Shortcuts app that comes with your iPhone. By the way, this is gonna be a little bit time consuming, but in my opinion, it really makes your iPhone screen look really custom and aesthetic and nice. Tap the plus icon in the top right hand corner to create a new shortcut. Add action, hit scripting, and then open app. Tap the app function, and let's just choose Instagram for example. And then hit the top right corner, the settings button, and then hit add to home screen. And then now you can relabel it. So we're gonna label it Instagram, and then tap on the icon next to it and hit choose photo. From here you can choose the photo that you would like to have as the replacement icon. These are any photo that you like, so you can download it from the internet. I found a lot of these from Pinterest, but if you want a really cohesive look, you can also buy Etsy packs. Let's just hit the Instagram icon, hit choose, and then hit add. So now it created a new Instagram icon on your homepage, and when you hit it, it just brings up Instagram. And you basically just go and do that with every single app on your pages. But one caveat to this is when you open up a shortcut, it'll drop down a banner or notification that tells you it did its job. It's really annoying, but here's how you get rid of it. In the Shortcuts app, go to Automation, and then hit the plus icon at the top, hit Create Personal Automation, scroll down to app, and then choose the app that you want. So here we'll do Instagram, and then hit next. Hit add action, and here you want to choose an action that's always running in the background of your iPhone. So for me, I type in numbers and then hit next, and ask before running, switch it off and hit don't ask, and then hit done. If you've set this up correctly, when you hit Instagram, it'll go to Instagram without having that drop down notification menu. This whole process takes quite a bit of time, but it's so worth it to be able to look at your iPhone screen and really enjoy it every single time you use it. So this is how I've been able to customize my iPhone and take control back of my life, get rid of the time suck that I constantly find myself in every single time I pull out my phone to use it. If you want to get even more time back, I highly suggest trying a dopamine detox. If you want to see how it can change your life, check out this video next.